Well, me being greedy as shit decided to have all my computer parts get here as quick as possible, but that means the option wasn't packaged together. So I'm waiting for one computer part. So before then, hi. So we're waiting for the RAM. And I think he's here. he's here. They're here. Wow, you can't really see. Oh my god, he's coming in the door. I don't want him to see me. I'm gonna let him ring the doorbell. He's here. Answer the door. Your turn. Bye. Thank you. Complete. Alright, so this is the normal PC I normally use to make my content for YouTube, which I haven't done in a while. Of course, I have the Radeon RX 480. It's a little out of date, but still gets the job done. It has an i5 7400, I believe, so it's time for a CPU upgrade, and it only has 8 gigs of RAM. Just sad boys right there. So basically, we're just going to be switching out these two right here. I'm not going to show that on video because that's really pointless. So basically all that going in here. Show you guys that right now. Oh, but of course, let me show you what's going to be installed. End up getting the i9 9900KF. It's basically like the normal 9900K, but it just doesn't have a dedicated graphic to it. So I'm okay with that. End up going with the MSI Core Frozr XL to cool that bad boy down. It should be nice. It has pretty lights. Whatever, it's gonna be cool. And of course, I'm upgrading to 32 gigs of RAM, so that's gonna be a little beefy. I should be able to do a little more gaming. So yeah, that's basically what's being installed right now. Of course, the cool thing about this is the cooler. It's been a while since I installed something around this. Ooh. Comes with everything necessary to install it on and keep it in place and be able to hold the weight on its side. So there's that fancy little box for all those accessories. And then let's take a look at the cooler itself. Whoa, that shit's huge. Fuck. Look at that. Damn. I know my camera work sucks. Sue me. It's a MSI Core Frozr XL. Look at that. Oh yeah, that should keep it hella cool. And this glows and stuff too, so. Alright, let's install it. Alright, so I ran out of time. I couldn't finish it. I have to go into work right now. I will be out at 11, so it's like 6 hours. It's not that crazy. But I couldn't finish on time, so and I'll be back when I'm out. Alright, so the time as of right now is 11:04. I just got out. So the only little problem I'm having right now is if anyone ever... The only little problem I'm having right now is if you guys ever watch my stream over on Twitch, you know I stream daily. And for me to make that marks, I need to stream before midnight of that day. So I have an hour till midnight to finish my computer and start streaming again. Probably not gonna have the computer ready, but let me get home. Let me show you the progress I have on the computer right now, and we'll go from there. All right, now I'm home. This is where I left off. I have already installed the Corsair. What is it called? Vengeance LPX. I just installed new RAM. That's all I did. 32 gigs already installed. But the heatsink I have here, this freaking CPU cooler, I have to take the fans off, which are right here, because there was just no way I was going to tie it in this onto it. Just getting the bracket on the motherboard was a process. So let me just finish all this up, get it wired up, see if I could connect it, and then show you the final results from there. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. The PC is complete. It is holding up its own weight, which I am really pleased about. Wow, why am I zooming in so much? You could see the new Corsair memory. What's the best way to call them? Memory cards, or I don't know. Just no RAM. You could see them. Well, they're 32 gigs total. And then here is the CPU cooler in all its glory. You could see just how much room I have in there, but I do have two or three fans. I think I have two fans, two Corsair fans, third one in the back pulling air out. I should actually have really good airflow in here. So this is more or less my system setup. If you have any questions on it, the whole specs should be in the bottom below for my PC. So let's boot it up and see how it looks with color. Okay, all the covers are back on, and you can see this thing is just smacked against the glass. Good thing it has two fans on it to let air flow through, because my gosh, it's gonna look cool though. Alright guys, I just finished my daily stream, barely got it in before midnight. So it's about 2:30 in the morning right now. I was able to hook up all the components to the computer. It's not the nicest, but it's enough to get everything tested, make sure the computer's working well. I have my camera's over here and I keep looking at myself. Hey, gorgeous. But anyways, I have the computer hooked up, but before we go any further, I could show you guys my setup before we kind of get going. So of course we have the main PC itself. I ended up having to buy a USB hub right here just to get stuff a little going, to be able to connect quite a bit of stuff. Again, you could see the new CPU cooler in there. It's just huge. What I normally use to sit down is the DX Racer my girlfriend and brother ended up getting me for my birthday / Christmas, so it's amazing. Again, I rock two screens when I normally play. I have the HP 25ES, which is just an amazing screen. That's basically what I use to monitor the streams and the PC while I'm playing. And I have this Samsung 20-inch curve screen, which just is amazing. It's really clear, really nice picture. I don't know how to say nice things. But I use this normally to play when I use PlayStation, or if I'm using the PC to play. This is my main screen to play. I just have the basic gamer keyboard and mouse. It's not mechanical or anything, but it gets the job done. It's a Magic Evo by Havoc Gaming. And of course I have the Stream Deck from Elgato. It does amazing when I have to switch scenes on OBS while streaming. Then I do rock the Astros with the Mix amp. Here's the Astro headphones. I like the Mix amp because I have it hooked up to my PS4, which is right there, and to the PC, so I could hear both at the same time. Again, I have the box to be able to do PSVR, and the little box atop of it is for the HTC Vive, which I have the cameras on either side. This is the microphone I use for the PC and streaming. It's a CAD. I think it's a 300 or 150. I can't remember the number, honestly. I'm probably wrong on either or. But that's what normally you hear my voice on the stream when I stream on the PC. And of course I have my Logitech camera. I can't remember which one it is, a C something, but it's one of the good ones. PS camera right there. My little soundbar. I don't have speakers, so I use the soundbar actually as a speaker for my whole setup. So basically, more or less, that's what it is. And of course the Blue Yeti microphone over there is for, or it's not Blue Yeti, it's a Yeti. Blue Yeti, yeah, Blue Yeti. Microphone is what I use for my PlayStation, for my buddies to hear me in chat and everything. So that's basically a setup. Alright, so the moment of truth is to turn on the PC. You see my reflection, that's why I'm using hand movements. Let me run power into the system and hopefully it works. Alright, moment of truth. Well, that was kind of sad. Damn. Alright, I had to throw in the old CPU to get it started. It wasn't the RAM, it wasn't anything else, it was the CPU. So I'm thinking that since the motherboard was created way before the i9 was released, I haven't updated the BIOS on it, I believe. So I'm going to try updating it, see if it recognizes the i9, because
If that's not the case, then I'm gonna have a defective i9, and that's gonna be a sad boy moment. Alright, so after enough testing and going through every scenario possible, it was my fault why the computer ain't working. I thought I did the research on the existing motherboard I have in the computer right now. Thought it was going to be compatible with the i9, but it's not. They were just made a little different. I believe my motherboard I have is a B250, and the chipset is 300 chipset. So that was kind of a sad boy moment. So I went out, had to go drop a few more dollars, ended up going to get MSI MPG 7390. The chipset's going to be a Z390 chipset, which will work perfect for the i9, hopefully, once it's all hooked up. It still has a LGA1151 socket, but this one will, I think, be able to use the RAM I bought to its full capacity, because I think the RAM I have is at 3000 megahertz, and I think this one goes above it beyond that. Can't remember. Oh, this one goes up at 44, so it's going to be able to use the RAM I bought to great extent. It's going to be great. And it actually has more features. The only thing is this motherboard is going to be slightly bigger than the one I have. So hopefully it does fit in the case. If not, I don't know what I'm going to do from here. But again, let's get everything plugged in. I basically went from upgrading a computer to rebuilding it. So as soon as this setup's all done, I think the only thing I need is a new graphics card, but that's going to have to be down the line. So let's see if everything just hooks up.
Okay, as of right now, here is the original motherboard. This is a B250 Bazooka by MSI. And again, it only supports the 250 uh, original base chip. So we're going to switch all this over. Now, the cool thing I'm going to like is the RAM I ended up getting is 3000 megahertz. This motherboard only supports 2400. But the new one I got actually supports up to 4000, I believe. I could be wrong, but it supports way more. So, yay, I don't have to return that now. So, let's see how the new motherboard looks in here. And here's just showing the MSI 250 Bazooka with the new one already here. I still don't know the name. So, yeah, that's how they look right now. Pretty excited. All right, so here's the new motherboard built into the case. It's taking up a majority of that space compared to the smaller one I have, but I'm actually really excited. I think it's going to be really cool. Just hopefully it works this time. All right, and there's most of all the components. I haven't put the CPU and the CPU cooler in yet, but besides that, everything's hooked up. I already have the graphics card in there, the Elgato capture card. Everything's hooked up. These had to be spaced out because I noticed with that, what is that, PCI 3 right there, it was just going to be flat against that graphics card. I could just imagine overheating. So, yeah, it's better cooling like that. It's going to look good in the back right there. New connections. Got to get used to that. But this is how the computer now looks, my dudes. So, next thing is to see if it fires up. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Have the cooler installed, which I am really excited for. Radeon RX 480 Elgato HD Pro? I can't remember. HD Pro? HD 60 Pro, yeah. That's what shit's called. The MPG Z390 motherboard. Gaming Plus, of course. Got the Corsair. I was about to return them, but I'm like, hey, they work on this shit. And of course, the Corsair refurbished fans to cool the whole system down. So hopefully this turns on. So let's get everything hooked up again and see how it goes. All right, the moment of truth. Let's give power to it. And let's see if it boots up. Oh God, it does. Fuck yeah. Oh my gosh, look at that dragon, yo. Oh man, CPU fans are running. There's all the other fans running. Everything looks like it's booting up. Oh man, that looks cool. Everything seems to be working now. The MSI is actually getting everything ready. It's running good. All the fans are actually running at a good speed. I have a fan controller in here where all 3 fans, the one that the exhaust in the back and the 2 intake in the front, are connected to each other, and I can actually control the speed. Just I need to go into the settings on the computer itself to be able to control that. But besides that, this is actually working really well. Can't wait to see the kind of difference I'm going to have now with 32 gigs of RAM and the i9-9900KF processor installed. And we will go from there. So let's hopefully, fingers crossed, but I think everything is working now. I actually got all the kinks worked out and it should be good now. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of this build video. It turned from an upgrade video to a build video, so that was something. Should have done a little more research, but hey, I basically have a 90% completed computer, I guess you could say. I just need to upgrade the graphics card. I think that's the only thing that's left. I already done a few streams with it, so it's holding up like a champ compared to the last processor and hardware I had on it, so I'm really happy on it. But on a personal note, I want to thank each and every one of you for all the support you've been giving me on the YouTube channel. We hit 100 subs almost like in the beginning of the year, and I'm never really thank you guys for it. This is actually my first content creating project, and I would have never imagined I will be able to get to that kind of milestone here on YouTube. So I want to thank each and every one of you who have subscribed to the channel for all the support, and even everyone who just watches. Thank you guys so much for the support. I do appreciate it. I do plan on making more videos for YouTube. Just give me a while. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do, if it's gaming or not, but we'll see what we do on the channel. But again, I do stream daily over on Twitch, so if you guys want to catch me, go ahead and check out the link in the description below, and everything for the computer is also in a link in the description below if you guys are interested on seeing what exactly I bought for the computer, price wise and stuff like that. But again, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. I do appreciate each and every one of you, and I will talk to you guys next time.